Tomorrow will be another beautiful sunny day. Temperatures will be cold to start off our Friday, only warming up to around the 60-degree mark tomorrow. Then on Saturday, we'll see an increase in clouds, rain Saturday night, and then a Viper 6 alert day Sunday as we track some heavy rain and high winds. All those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 10, Richmond County students getting an extra hand to strive for greatness. We'll tell you about the program. Plus, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. How Harlem is celebrating the season. And fall convocation was held today for Augusta University. A look at the celebration as your News at 10 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Average stock. Thanks for joining us. We'll get to those stories in just a moment. But first, we'll check in with meteorologist Jennifer Tracci for a check of the forecast. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, Sean, it's another very cold night. We're under mostly clear skies. It was a beautiful, dry day. And now as we take a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Emmanuel County, beautiful display of lights down there. Not much happening overall. A pretty pleasant night, nice and calm. Today we had near average temperatures with both our high and low. We had a low of 36, high of 61, and no rain across the entire CSRA today. Getting pretty cold outside, 35 in Augusta already, seeing a lot of low 40s still though, 41 in Barnwell, 43 in Allendale, 34 though in Evans, 43 in Swainsboro, 46 in Sylvania. So we do have a pretty big variety of temperatures here. Definitely a bit warmer towards the south, colder towards the north in the 30s. Winds are coming in a little bit breezy from the northeast, 7 miles per hour in Aiken, 6 in Barnwell, 7 in Waynesboro, and 6 in Millen. For satellite and radar, we are nice and clear at the moment. We had some high-level clouds move through, but for the most part, those clouds are to the south of us now. High pressure is still dominating our weather pattern. That means it will be nice again tomorrow, but we're keeping an eye on this disturbance down in the Gulf of Mexico, just outside of Texas. That's just some light shower activity for now. But notice this upper level low out in the desert southwest as well. These will be our two key players over the next couple of days, and this will eventually form into a Gulf low and then a nor'easter, which will bring a lot of heavy rain all along the East Coast, starting in Florida, traveling all the way up to, say, Maine eventually. And for us, this means some heavy rain at times, some strong wind potential. So that's what we're going to be watching Saturday and Sunday. But in the meantime, tomorrow, 31 degrees to start the day, upper 40s by the 11 o'clock hour. Sub-freezing temperatures tonight, sunny and dry though tomorrow, beautiful day. Rain comes into the picture Saturday night, and then we have that alert day Sunday, as it will be very wet with the high winds. So all those details coming up, but back to you, Sean.
Sounds good, Jenna. Thank you. Augusta University seniors turned their tassels today at the fall commencement. Undergraduates received their degrees at the Marriott Hotel at the Convention Center in downtown Augusta. The student speaker was Justin Goddard, and the keynote speaker was Atlanta businessman Ronnie Bullard. These new graduates say they felt a sigh of relief today.
I've actually had to switch my major several times, but when I finally got to psychology, I felt like it was the perfect one for me, and that's what really helped me get across the finish line. So
it's been 7 years to get here, and so I am beyond excited to finally get my degree, and I think I'm just gonna be smiling ear to ear the entire time.
Last night, the graduate hooding and commencement ceremony was held at the same location. New tonight, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office investigating after a bicyclist was struck by a vehicle. Authorities responded just before 8:30 to the intersection of Gordon Highway and Jimmy Dias Parkway. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. We're working to learn the victim's identity. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Visit your local pharmacy. Still ahead, Jennifer Tracci has your full forecast. Plus a look at Aiken County for some hometown history. Don't go anywhere.
Now, your most accurate traffic forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Thursday evening. I hope you enjoyed your day. It was beautiful once again with some cool temperatures. Now it's a nice, clear, and dry night with cold temperatures for sure. Here's a live look in at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Aiken. The most activity we're seeing is really that Christmas tree that was just doing the nice light display. Other than that, very calm conditions outside, 35 degrees as our temperature, dew point of 29. Winds are completely calm, and around the CSRA, a lot of us have dipped down into the 30s. 38 in Gibson, 37 in Crawfordville. Aiken, you're at 39, but we do still have a lot of 40s as well. 46 in Sylvania, definitely a little bit warmer. 43 in Allendale, and 44 over towards the west in Wrightsville. Satellite and radar showing clear conditions for everyone. We just had some high-level clouds throughout the day. All those clouds now to the south of us. A few showers down in Florida, but high pressure is overall in control. That'll keep us dry across the southeast tomorrow. But I want to draw your attention to this cluster of showers down towards the south of Texas and the Gulf of Mexico. This is what we're watching that will become a Gulf low, and we also have this upper-level low out in the desert southwest. These two will combine and become our key players over the next several days. So this upper level low will drive the Gulf low up the Florida Panhandle inland into Georgia, and then eventually becomes a nor'easter, bringing a lot of chaotic weather across the eastern coast over the next few days, starting out with a 30% chance of rain for us on Saturday, going up to 70% for Sunday, which is when we have issued a Viper 6 alert day. 1 for the heavy rain, 2 for the gusty wind potential, 30-mile-per-hour gusts, definitely likely on Sunday, if not higher. So keep that in mind. Christmas decorations definitely could be blowing around on Sunday. But sunny skies for tomorrow. Winds will be on the calmer side, no more than around 8 miles per hour, warming up to the upper 50s and then up to the 60-degree mark on Saturday. If you want to make any outdoor plans, I would suggest Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. It will be around dinner time where we'll see that rain, and then Sunday, pretty much a washout all day long. So here's that future cast. Saturday at 6 p.m. You can see those outer rain bands of this Gulf low approaching our area. This moves into the Florida Panhandle, bringing rounds of heavy rain at times. Could lead to some localized flooding concerns. Definitely windy all day long on Sunday. A few showers early Monday morning, not out of the question, but as of now, I'm thinking it'll completely dry out by the time we make it to Monday morning. We do have 2 different scenarios here, so you need to keep this in mind, because the one track I showed you was where it moved across the Florida Panhandle and into Georgia. There is a possibility it could move further towards the south and then more so out into the Atlantic, keeping most of the activity offshore, which would mean less heavy rain and not as windy for us. But overall, going with around 2 to 3 inches of rain still. Now, if this does move further off towards the east, keep in mind it would be more so around 1 inch of rain for our area. So, of course, we'll keep you updated as we get closer to the date, but it is a Viper 6 alert day. 70% chance of rain on Sunday, and then next week, plenty of sunshine. Once again, we'll dry back out. Temperatures mostly in the 50s.
All right, Jenna, thank you. More than 150 years ago, government desperately searching for a suspect or suspects following attempted kidnappings at the University of Arizona. At least 3 female college students reported being followed or groped, according to Tucson police. Here's Jacqueline Lee.
The urgent search for a suspect or suspects after a string of attempted kidnappings at the University of Arizona has left the community on edge.
The Tucson Police Department has dedicated patrol, investigative, and forensic personnel who are working tirelessly to identify and arrest the suspect or suspects involved in these incidents.
Within less than a week and within a mile of one another, Tucson police say there have been at least 3 attempted kidnappings of female students, each incident similar, with a man following the women in his car.
5'10" to 6 foot tall, medium to heavy set build, with close, buzz-cut hair.
Police say one victim was attacked from behind. Once she screamed, the suspect ran away. The next victim reported being followed by a car. The third victim says she was groped but able to escape. Now university students say they're taking precautions.
I'm not with at least 2 other people walking around at night. I won't be around by myself.
The FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, and multiple local police departments are taking part in the investigation. Police are asking residents to share doorbell camera videos as well. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Coming up, the game concert, getting more players from the transfer portal. And we'll take a look at the next season's SEC football schedule. Our assistant sports director, Kira Goldstein, has sports next.
Gatman Heating WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
More than 1,000 college football players have entered the NCAA transfer portal since it opened on December 4th. 5 of the past 7 Heisman Trophy winners have transferred at least once as well, and the South Carolina Gamecocks have been busy adding depth to their roster through the portal. Shane Beamer has lost a few to the portal, but he replenishes his ranks by adding a pair of running backs. One of them is Rocket Sanders from Arkansas, who was limited by injury this past season, but rushed for over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2022. And North Texas running back Oscar Attaway is also coming on board. Some other commits are Vanderbilt wide receiver Jaden McGowan and Pitt defensive lineman DeAndre Jules. The Southeastern Conference released the football schedules for all 16 SEC schools for the 2024 season. The first schedule that includes new members Oklahoma and Texas. Each SEC team will play 8 conference games, plus at least one required opponent from another Power 5 conference. 2024 will be the first year the SEC will play a schedule without divisions since 1991. Some notable games for Georgia in 2024 include taking on Clemson in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game in Atlanta on August 31st, also visiting Alabama on September 28th, hosting Auburn on October 5th, and visiting New Edition, Texas, October 19th. And, of course, the Florida-Georgia game will be played in Jacksonville. That will be on November 2nd. Well, the Gamecocks' 2024 football schedule also has some notable games. It includes trips to Alabama and Oklahoma in back-to-back weeks in October. The season opens August 31st at home against Old Dominion. And there's a lot to look forward to for Clemson as well. A big week for them. Clemson basketball is one of roughly a half dozen unbeatens remaining nationally, and the last in the ACC without a loss. A big reason has been the play of 6'8" Ian Shefflin, who's a menace on the glass, posting his second career double-double with 12 points and 12 rebounds. He was under-recruited even at 6'8", but is becoming a force for the Tigers.
At my height, people didn't really think I was going to be, that great at the next level. So a lot of coaches thought they were taking like a chance on me, and I mean, that always just puts a chip on your shoulder. I feel like I have the confidence in myself that I can go against anybody. I think it's all confidence.
There were some things that can he do this? Can he do this at this level? Will he be able to do this? But when a guy has feel and a guy has competitiveness, they usually figure it out.
Clemson is at Memphis on Saturday, second in the ACC with 9.6 RPG. We'll definitely be talking about that game this weekend. And finally, over at Cross Creek, Michaela Boggins signed to play at Morgan State with an auditorium full of friends and family watching. She says she is very excited for the next level, and her coach says the best is yet to come for Michaela.
Very excited. I'm super excited.
And how did you pick Morgan State?
When I went on a visit, the coaches, he treated his players like they were his daughters, and the players treated me like they were my big sisters, and I felt at home.
Michaela's worked so hard to get where she is and done a lot of training outside on her own, and, just worked hard for us and helped us bring home the championship her freshman year and 3 titles on the region right now, so I'm so excited for her.
A big congrats to Michaela and her family. Best of luck at the next level. That does it for sports. We'll be right back.
Coleman Survey.
Glad you did.
My career is focused on helping the injured because I can relate to them. I don't just sympathize. I know how all it takes is a single second to change your entire life. Being an attorney isn't just a job for me. It's who I am. My name is Fatima Zaidan, and I'm an attorney at the Eichholz Law Firm. I get it. I've been there, and I'm dedicated to fighting for you.
At Tile Center, we deliver exquisite tile and stone, expert advice, innovations in materials, and extraordinary value. We've been bringing your visions to life since 1961. So, why Tile Center? Well, Tile Center, once again, is the winner of the Best of Home Award. Come see why for yourself at any of our locations, Augusta, Martinez, Statesboro, or Aiken, or online at tilecenter.com. Tile Center, your tile and stone experts.
And last but not least, yes, the nation's capital has plenty of holiday cheer.
Landmarks on display for the holidays at the Botanic Gardens are getting a lot of attention.
Tanya Wright with the story.
There's a lot to see and do, so especially if you're coming
to visit with a young one, actually, and even for those young at heart.
Devin Dotson, the public affairs specialist at the U.S. Botanic Garden, is talking about its popular annual Season's Greetings holiday display.
We've got thousands of poinsettias. We've got model trains. We've got all sorts of DC landmarks made out of plant parts. It's feeling very festive.
And festive it is. Dotson says the free exhibit attracts thousands of visitors every year.
We have 5 model trains running all over in different places in a big outdoor model display. They're circulating through these massive sculptures of pollinators and the plants they pollinate. But it's not just bees and butterflies. There's a bat, which pollinates a banana plant. There is a lemur, so if something looks like a monkey or something to you, you're pretty close. It's a lemur, and it's pollinating a specific plant. There's a gecko.
Along with the outdoor model train display, Dotson says make sure you check out the conservatory, which is full of thousands of poinsettias and unique displays.
Inside the conservatory, this is a great year to explore because we've got 22 of those models made out of plant parts on display. It's a good challenge for you to find them all. There are several thousand poinsettias throughout the conservatory that our gardeners grow. There's going to be some that you've not even seen for sale ever before. We've got about 6 or 7 varieties that are brand new.
What is your favorite part about this whole thing?
Ooh. I think especially the DC landmarks, that those of us who live in and around the DC area, we know them, we see them all the time, you know, the Jefferson Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial and those sorts of wonderful things. But to see them recreated in miniature using hundreds of different plant parts, I think it just causes you to pause for a moment and appreciate, you know, things can be done in an unusual way.
And ladies, DC, one of my favorite spots, so I think I'll take a trip to go see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See those really cool model trains.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, I haven't been to DC in forever, but I would love to go. I'd love to see gardens. Every city
Yeah.
I go to, I always love to try to see those. Well, for our forecast this week, we have some changes to the weather coming starting on Saturday. In the meantime, though, tomorrow will be consistent to how it's been over the past few days. A cold morning and a cool afternoon with sunny and dry conditions. On Saturday, we'll start out the day dry, increasing clouds, though, with the chance of rain starting around dinner time, continuing Saturday night into Sunday, and that's when we have a Viper 6 alert day, and that is for the heavy rain, which could lead to localized flash flooding, along with the potential of some gusty winds around 30 to 40 miles per hour. It could definitely knock down some Christmas decorations. So just something to keep in mind for Sunday. But next week looks beautiful, back to sunshine and cool weather.
Maybe a good weekend for Sean to go to DC, get out of town, out of the gross weather.
Do you want to go with me, Kira?
Sure,
Yeah.
Last minute flights.
Yeah, well, y'all, the news continues at the top of the hour over on our ABC channel.
Hogan's Heroes is next here on MeTV.
36, that's followed by 27. Up next is 21, and your final winning jumbo box auto number is 12. Good luck.
We're staying sunny and dry for now. It will be a beautiful Friday. Great way to end the work week. But as we go into the weekend, similar to last week, we do have a chance of rain. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, Richmond County students getting an extra hand to strive for greatness. We'll tell you about the program. Plus Ozempic overdoses. Why hospitals are seeing an uptick in patients taking a popular weight loss drug. Your News at 11 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
And good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. Coverage you can count on begins with the Richmond County Coroner's Office investigating 2 deadly crashes here in Augusta. The first one happened just before 8:30 this evening on Gordon Highway near Jimmy Dias Parkway. According to the Sheriff's Office, a bicyclist was struck and killed by a vehicle. The second crash was on Bobby Jones Expressway near Wheeler Road just after 9 o'clock. Reports say a car traveling westbound on Bobby Jones traveled off the road and hit a pole. Authorities say the driver of the vehicle died at the scene. Also new tonight, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office has responded to shots fired on the 3700 block of Mascot Drive. When deputies arrived there, they found one person shot once. Investigators are still on the scene. A medication gaining popularity for its weight loss effects is sending some people to the hospital. Reports of Ozempic overdoses are increasing. Casey Jones spoke with a medical expert about the risk.
Weight loss injections are becoming more popular. Semaglutide, sold under the brand names Ozempic and Wegovy, are widely available across the U.S. Micah Barbie offers the injections at Opti Oasis Wellness Center in Charlotte.
Everybody is loving this medication because there are some really great outcomes from this. I feel like the outcomes definitely outweigh a lot of the side effects that I think we hear.
Barbie has taken the shots herself, seeing results with no serious side effects. But that's not always the case.
I will say out of like all of the clients, I'm going to just say 2% might not have had the best outcome, whether that be they already had some other underlining insulin resistant diseases that just really they didn't see the outcome they wanted as far as weight loss. And so those are things that when we see that, we do the lab results. We dig a little bit deeper.
America's Poison Center has seen 3,000 calls related to semaglutide between January and November. That's 15 times higher than calls in 2019. Some patients require hospitalization for severe nausea, vomiting, and stomach pain. Dr. Martez Prince at Premier Pharmacy says with more use comes more side effects.
It's to be expected that we're going to see these kind of increased side effects and things like that from patients. But the real thing is for patients to get educated, to ask questions, and also make sure that they are taking the correct dose.
Dr. Prince says more people are suffering from diabetes and obesity post-pandemic, but the shots alone aren't enough to tackle the problem.
It's help you lower your blood sugar level. If you're, putting a milkshake in your body and you have Ozempic and things like that, you're forcing it to work harder to lower your blood sugar level and keep it low. So it is something that you should take into consideration when taking Ozempic, making those lifestyle modifications.
Patients are given IV fluids and anti-nausea to treat overdose symptoms from the shot. Barbie is a registered nurse working with a doctor and a legit compound pharmacy to serve her clients safely.
Just like anything, you can get this stuff off the internet for really cheap, and if you're not working with the right facility or right company, those things can also not be good for you because they're not tested in the right type of facility. So just doing your research.
And meteorologist Jenna Petracci joins us now with a quick check of the forecast. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, Sean, it's another very cold night. Will be colder than it was last night. Believe it or not, we are falling back down into the 20s. Here's a live look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over in Aiken. Very pleasant, calm conditions, just the cold we have to put up with tonight. Our low was 36 this morning, and we are already getting colder than that. High of 61 today. It felt pretty good in the sunshine. Right now, we're already at 33 in Augusta, 39 in Allendale. McCormick, you're at 36, 31 in Thompson and Evans, actually below freezing already before we get to midnight even. Aiken at 38, still some low 40s. The further south you go, it is a little bit warmer, but for the most part, lots of 30s so far tonight. Winds are a little bit breezy, 7 miles per hour in Aiken, 5 in Barnwell, 5 in Waynesboro as well, coming in from the northeast, bringing in all the cool and dry air. Really not seeing any clouds tonight. We had some high-level clouds earlier today around sunset time, but now they're all to the south of us, and we have high pressure in control. That means another beautiful day on tap tomorrow. We are watching this area of light rain showers down in the Gulf of Mexico, though. This will continue to develop and push off towards the east, and this will impact us as our next weather maker. This will actually become a nor'easter, not a tropical storm, but a nor'easter, and that means we will have some strong winds and some tropical moisture, which leads to heavy rainfall, and this will be the case Saturday and Sunday. But in the meantime, tomorrow morning, cold temperatures, clear skies, only 49 degrees still by 11 o'clock. So sub-freezing temperatures tonight, sunny and dry on Friday. Rain comes into the picture Saturday night. And on Sunday, we have a Viper 6 alert day for the potential of that heavy rain leading to flash flooding along with some gusty winds. I'll have that full forecast and a look at the futurecast and 10-day coming up. But back to you, Sean.
All right, Jenna, sounds good. Thank you. Some students here in Richmond County are aiming to achieve a higher education through a program giving them $10,000 to do so. Our Nikita Dennis is live in the Satellite News Center with those details. Hey, Nikita.
Yeah, that's right. Realizing academic achievement can happen is the program's mission, and middle schoolers are working to stick to that plan.
This evening we come together to honor and celebrate the selection of our eighth grade students as Reach Scholars.
There's always bumps in the road, but what you do after is what makes you shine. 8 students in the Richmond County Public School System sitting next to loved ones during the Reach Georgia signing day ceremony.
This is the start of an exciting journey.
Reach Georgia is a program pairing 8th grade students with an academic coach and mentor throughout high school, helping them maintain a 2.5 GPA or higher. These students are already excelling above average, hoping to receive a $10,000 scholarship for higher education. I feel very excited and happy for myself because I worked very hard for it and I pushed through it, all the obstacles that has came my way, and I'm very thankful for everybody that's held me down through it.
If you agree, please come here.
I'm not really confident in myself, and the scholarship really boosts the confidence. But in the future, I'm planning on becoming a crime scene investigator.
School leaders also had parents sign documents, making sure they hold their children accountable.
3, 2, 1.
Just continue to speak life into her, let her know that she can accomplish anything, just any problems, anything, I'm always there for her.
Oh, well, it feels great. I'm beyond proud. I have very high expectations of her. I'm proud because she's meeting all of those expectations that I have, and I know that she can surpass the expectations that I have of her because she's awesome.
The scholars also say it takes a lot to excel academically, and for other students who hope to achieve the same goals,
don't give up. Keep trying.
Now, once the students complete that program, that scholarship will carry them through their college years. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And congratulations to them, Nikita. Thank you. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Coming up, we'll join Jenna for another check of our forecast. And what holiday items you'll want to keep out of your pet's reach. We have those details when we return.
I was only playing.
You can see a mile away. Your cars are out there actually hydroplaning.
Mama?
She's on her way, bud.
Hey, hon. Nasty out there.
Glad you're home.
Stay safe.
I will. Tell them to save you some. When others head in, we head out. Dominion Energy.
I'm Richmond County Sheriff Richard Roundtree. Theft from cars don't always involve breaking into your vehicle. Do not make it easy for a thief to steal your weapon or other valuables from your vehicle. Please, lock your doors and do not store weapons in unattended vehicles.
News Channel 6 invites you to take your cooking to the next level. In the Kitchen with Miss Darlin. Check it out now at WJBF.com. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5 for 6.
Good evening. I hope you enjoyed your Thursday. It sure was beautiful outside. Felt pretty nice in the sun. We made it to around the 60-degree mark. And here's a live look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at the airport. A nice, clear, and dry night. It sure is cold, though. 33 degrees as our temperature. Calm winds, dew point of 29. Some pretty dry air in place, so no rain to worry about tonight or for tomorrow. Just the cold. We'll be in the 30s and even some upper 20s tomorrow morning. But right now, 39 in Sparta, 37 in Gibson. Low 40s in our western and southern line counties. A little bit warmer, but nonetheless, still chilly for everyone. Under clear skies, not even seeing any passing clouds tonight. Definitely no rain. High pressure is in control, and that'll keep us dry once again for our Friday. Great way to end the work week. We are watching this area of showers develop and continue to strengthen down in the Gulf of Mexico. This will move into our direction on top of this upper level low that we need to watch as well, currently over in the desert southwest. These two will become our key players for our weather pattern over the next few days. That upper level low will move this Gulf low across Florida, then eventually inland into Georgia. And what this is actually a nor'easter. When we think of that, we may think snow way up in the northeast. That's not the case for us, though. This will just be a rain event along with some very gusty winds Saturday night through Sunday. So giving it a 30% chance of rain Saturday, 70% chance on our Sunday, with wind gusts peaking up to around 30 miles per hour, possibly even higher than that. I wouldn't rule out 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but as of now, I think 30 is definitely very likely. Tomorrow, 31 degrees at 8 a.m., warming up to around 58. by the 2 o'clock hour, topping off at 60 degrees for our Saturday. If you want to make any outdoor plans, I would suggest Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. It actually will be a little bit sunny to start the day, but increasing clouds and then that chance of rain starting by around dinner time. And Sunday, pretty much a washout all day long. Rain is starting very early in the morning and continuing all day long. And you'll see it here on Futurecast. There's that Gulf low with a lot of rain associated with it. This is 6 p.m. on Saturday. The outer rain bands move in. It gets heavy at times Sunday morning. Definitely some localized flooding possible with this. And then mostly light rain that you can see overall. Not expecting many thunderstorms, if anything, with this. And it should end by early Monday morning. So we do have two possible scenarios, though. That first path I showed you is what I'm leaning towards. That would be high winds and heavy rain. There is a chance, though, this low could move further out into the Atlantic, keeping most of the heavy rain offshore with the gustiest winds. That would mean just a light rain event for us with just breezy conditions. But as of now, going with 2 to 3 inches of rain. But keep in mind, if that does shift further out towards the east, we'd have more so just around 1 inch of rain. So, of course, we'll keep you updated on that as the days go on. But lows tonight will be in the upper 20s. Highs tomorrow will be in the upper 50s. And your 10-day forecast showing that Viper 6 alert day on Sunday. High chance of rain all day long. And next week, no chance of rain. It will be sunny and dry and also cold again. Lows will be back into the upper 20s.
All right, Jenna. Well, thank you. Yep. With the holiday season in full swing, it's vital to be aware of any potential risk holiday decorations can pose for our pets. Pet experts say festive holiday plants like mistletoe, holly, poinsettias, all of those are toxic to cats and dogs. Decorations like tinsels, ornaments, and even the water under a fresh Christmas tree can be potentially deadly. They say food is also another area for concern.
Making sure your guests know not to give food, make sure that the stuff on your counters is safe from the animals getting to it. There's a lot of foods that you have around the holidays that are toxic, and sometimes it's easy for you to keep them away, but when you have a bunch of guests, it can be a little difficult to manage. So make sure your guests know not to get table scraps.
Experts also advise anyone traveling with pets to be sure they're microchipped. That way, if your pet goes missing, it'll be easier for them to get back. Coming up, teen drivers in North Carolina will soon see some changes. We have those details after the break. But first, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina lottery are pick 3071, and pick 4, the winning numbers are 2708, and the fireball is 5. Good luck.
I just love that Southern Soul and Song. Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
In North Carolina, teen drivers will only need 6 months behind the wheel with their learner's permit before they can take their test to get the license. But that's changing to 9 months in the new year. Here's Lillian Donahue.
The Holloway Driving School 2.0 is out with this 16-year-old.
Moving to your right lane.
Who will have to keep her learner's permit for 9 months into the new year rather than the current 6-month minimum.
The permit is going to provide that practice that they're going to need so that where they actually put the lessons and apply them.
Before the pandemic, permits were required for a full year, but COVID times cut that in half. Driving instructor Savannah Gregory welcomes the 9-month permit requirement.
We're happy to see that they're at least increasing it up to the 9-month mark. And the fact of the matter is I think it should be instituted to a year, which was the standard.
In order for drivers to get their level 2 or provisional license, they need to log at least 60 hours of drive time and pass a road test while they have their permit.
My recommendation to parents, if 9 months is not enough for your student, then do the additional 3 months or however long that you feel comfortable.
The commissioner says that this change is not grandfathered in. That means anyone that got a learner's permit after June 30th this year will have to complete 9 months.
Lillian Donahue reporting for us. Coming up, the Gamecocks are getting more players from the transfer portal. And we'll take a look at next season's SEC football schedule. Our assistant sports director, Kira Goldstein, has sports next.
My career is focused on helping the injured because I can relate to that. I don't just sympathize. I know how all it takes is a single second to change your entire life. Being an attorney isn't just a job for me. It's who I am. My name is Fatima Zaidan, and I'm an attorney at the Eichholz Law Firm. I get it. I've been there, and I'm dedicated to fighting for you.
ExpEcareers.com.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
More than 1,000 college football players have entered the NCAA transfer portal since it opened on December 4th. 5 of the past 7 Heisman Trophy winners have transferred at least once as well, and the South Carolina Gamecocks have been busy adding depth to their roster through the portal. Shane Beamer has lost a few to the portal, but he replenishes his ranks by adding a pair of running backs. One of them is Rocket Sanders from Arkansas, who was limited by injury this past season, but rushed for over 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2022. And North Texas running back Oscar Adaway is also coming on board. Some other commits are Vanderbilt wide receiver Jaden McGowan and Pitt defensive lineman Deandra Jules. The Southeastern Conference released the football schedules for all 16 SEC schools for the 2024 season, the first schedule that includes new members Oklahoma and Texas. Each SEC team will play 8 conference games plus at least one required opponent from another Power 5 conference. 2024 will be the first year the SEC will play a schedule without divisions since 1991. Some notable games for Georgia in 2024 include taking on Clemson in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game in Atlanta on August 31st, visiting Alabama on September 28th, hosting Auburn on October 5th, and visiting New Edition, Texas on October 19th. Of course, the Florida-Georgia game will be played in Jacksonville. That game will be on November 2nd. And the Gamecocks' 2024 schedule also has some notable games. It includes trips to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama and Oklahoma in back-to-back weeks in October. The season opens August 31st at home against Old Dominion. Clemson basketball is one of roughly a half dozen unbeatens remaining nationally and the last in the ACC without a loss. A big reason has been the play of 6'8" Ian Shefflin, who is a menace on the glass, posting his second career double-double with 12 points and 12 rebounds. He was under-recruited, even at 6'8", but is becoming a force for the Tigers.
At my height, people didn't really think I was going to be, that great at the next level, so it was a lot of coaches thought they were taking like a chance on me, and I mean, that always just puts a chip on your shoulder. I feel like I have the confidence in myself that I can go against anybody. I think it's all confidence.
There were some things that can he do this? Can he do this at this level? Will he be able to do this? But when a guy has feel and a guy has competitiveness, they usually figure it out.
Clemson is at Memphis on Saturday, second in the ACC with 9.6 RPG. We'll definitely be talking about that game this weekend. And finally, over at Cross Creek, Michaela Boggins signed to play at Morgan State with an auditorium full of friends and family watching. She says she is excited for the next level, and her coach says that the best is yet to come for Michaela.
Very excited. I'm super excited.
And how did you pick Morgan State?
When I went on a visit, the coaches, he treated his players like they were his daughters, and the players treated me like they were my big sisters, and I felt at home.
Michaela's worked so hard to get where she is and done a lot of training outside on her own and, just worked hard for us and helped us bring home the championship her freshman year and 3 titles on the region right now, so I'm so excited for her.
We are also excited for her to play at the next level. A big congrats to Michaela and her family.
Yeah, congratulations, Kira. I do want to say go Gamecocks.
Okay.
And we'll be right
All
back.
right, Sean.
But first, a favorite animated movie is making a comeback. We'll have those details after the break. Okay, y'all. Well, welcome back. Jack Black is back as Poe in the 4th installment of the animated comedy Kung Fu Panda. The Dragon Warrior faces a new threat from the wicked, powerful
Chameleon.
Okay, voiced by Viola Davis. Poe gets some help from the quick-witted thief Zen, played by Awkwafina. Kung Fu Panda 4 is theaters March 8th. Thank you, Kira.
You're so welcome. I'm really excited for Kung Fu Panda. I think these movies are great, and I think Jack Black does an unbelievable job.
I don't think you'd be surprised to hear this, but I've never seen it.
You've never seen it. Yeah, that's not a shock at all. Jenna has never seen any movie ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Have you seen it, Sean?
I haven't, but I'm on the side with Jenna.
Yeah, I feel like we relate to it a lot. A lot of times when we talk about these stories, we're both like,
Y'all need to,
interesting.
if you need to borrow my Disney Plus, just say that. I'll give you my login.
Maybe we can have a party here on weekend, folks. Yeah.
Well, for our forecast this week, we'll stay sunny and dry tomorrow, but then on Saturday, an increase in clouds, rain moving in Saturday night as we get ready for that Viper 6 alert day. Sunday, rainy, windy, and then dry and sunny all next week.
Have a great night. Thank you for watching. I love you, Mama.
We love you, Sean's mom.